Hello Mechwarrior. Today we're going to do a review of the Warhammer 2C, and this is the number 4. This is the one that has 4 missile points, 3 energy points, and is capable of AMS, of course. And what's the big thing about this is this has range quirks on it that really gives you the ability to reach out and touch people at greater distance. And when you start adding sensor range boosts to that as well, you're going to get into a mech that can really do some decent damage at greater range. And that's what I've done with this build here. I've pushed the skills out and put the right components and the right items on board so that I can do damage at greater distance. This has a maximum weapons range of 1,540 meters. Not quite as far out as the Timberwolf Howl, but definitely a lot further than a lot of other Battlemechs that have ATMs as an option. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like firing. And here we go. This is with me holding the button down.
Target destroyed.
And if you see, the heat hardly ever got up to 50%. Once again, let's try that again, just holding it down. See how fast it dissipates the heat? So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing in the mech lab. So, as promised, I've got 2 ATM-12s, 2 ATM-9s, and I've got a fair amount of ammo on here. We got 7.5 tons of ammo. So this is going to give you some really good fight time, and as long as you're making lots of good hits with your targets, you shouldn't have to worry too much about ammo. Ammo is a little on the light side, I would say. You know, if you want to take out the clan acw-prime, that'll give you an extra ton of ammo, and you can go with that. What I did is I took a half a ton out of ammo here, and then I had an additional half a ton out on the arm, and I took those out. They gave me a full ton for the clan acw-prime. What the clan acw-prime is really doing for me is it's giving me a range boost of 25%. The targeting gain time is also really nice, but for me it's all about the targeting range, the range boost. With the advanced sensor package here, I'm also getting a sensor range boost of 10%, and then of course the targeting gain boost time, which is also nice, and of course the zooming feature, which is one of my favorite features of the advanced sensor package. If you have the option of putting an advanced sensor package on your mech build, you really should. It's easily one of my favorite features, and I'm so happy that they made it available for clan mechs, since I think Interspheres had it first. So for the engine, I'm running an XL355. You can run a standard engine on this because this is a non-omnipod mech. But I honestly went with the 355 because it gives me some pretty reasonable speed. When we look at the meat and potatoes of this build, we have a heat management of 1.34. It stays really cool, honestly, especially when you're firing these in chain fire. You're probably never going to run into a heat issue. It stays really, really cool. Firepower is registered at 96. Now, realistically, it's quite a bit more than that, because that 96 is based on the maximum range of these weapons. In the optimum range, which, by the way, you could do alpha strikes with this, maybe once, twice would be pushing it on an alpha strike, but within that 60 meter to 300 meter range, these things stack up quite a bit more. You're getting an additional 12 between these two here, and an additional 4 between these here. So, with the, is that right? 12, 6, and 6 is 12, yeah. So 12, and then you're getting an additional 8. So you're getting an additional 20, so that actually makes your alpha strike 116. So this is quite a bit more powerful than you thought it was. As I mentioned, the heat management is 1.34, and it's really very, very simple to operate if you keep it in chain fire. If you put it in alpha strikes, you got to wait that full 5 seconds for the cooldown, because I don't have any skills for cooldown whatsoever on this setup. And you'll see when we get to this skill tree. Speed is given at 71.9. I think it's kind of important that if you're going to do range weaponing and also have an assault mech that doesn't have a lot of close quarters capability, that you should be fast enough to stay up with heavies and mediums, at least to some degree. We come down to the consumables here. I have a cool shot on board, 2 of them, and an advanced artillery strike. That's really going to allow me to, when I'm reaching out and seeing people, that I can also hit them with an artillery strike if they go into cover. As far as additional features here, we have an energy weapon HSL, which we're not using the third energy weapon here that goes up in the head because we wanted the advanced sensor package. It's a trade-off, but in my opinion, it's really worth it. I've never found that having that third energy weapon really made the big difference in a fight. But having the advanced sensor package absolutely did. So that was the trade-off there. We're also getting a missile range boost of 15% and then a range boost of 10%. So that means we're getting a missile range boost of 25%. That's really nice. And then when you start tacking in the ranging you're going to get from the skills tree, it starts adding up to a really nice number. And what is that number? That number is 1,540 meters. It's a little bit more than that, but I just look at the round numbers. 1,540 meters of maximum range. Not quite your Howl, but definitely better than a lot of other mechs that are on the battlefield, especially ones that have ATMs as an option. So we've got the firepower figured out there. And now as survival goes, it's your typical clan stuff. We're getting a center torso +8. Left and right torso, it looks like +6. Left and right arm and left and right legs, we're getting +4. Nothing really to get excited about. As I mentioned before, here's the consumables. But let's go down to the skills tree, and that'll really show you where this thing really shines. The skills tree is really everything when it comes to it in mech play. It's the difference between making a great build and a terrible build. So as you can see, I didn't do any cooldown on here whatsoever. I wanted to take advantage of the range, so I went with maximum range features. Heat generation, absolutely max that out. Now, if you feel comfortable with the heat management this has, which I honestly do, with the exceptions of a couple of maps like Rublet, go ahead and take these 5 out and throw them into here. And that'll give you that velocity, so it gets the missiles there a little bit faster. You're not having to worry about the cooldown making your weapons fire more often, so your heat management should stay pretty neutral. As far as additional features here, we definitely went with rack for additional ammo, tighter spread, and better chances of doing critical damage. Survival, skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, all maxed out. I also put 3 points into overheat damage protection, just in case. I haven't really come across any situations where I needed it, but early on I was running the an AMS on board, and it did get a little bit hot in between firing my energy weapons and firing 4 ATM-9s doing alpha strikes. I originally had 4 ATM-9s, I switched it to 4 ATM-12s. Coming over. Operations. What I actually consider this more survival. This is cool run and heat containment. Just giving you that extra headroom. Seismic sensor. I can't tell you how important this is. Really, it's just so wonderful. You really need to have it on a lot of your mechs, especially if you're going to be an assault mech. Assault mechs, I think it's pretty much a given that you have to have it. So that way you're aware of light mechs that are coming up on you really quickly, and they can just appear out of nowhere, especially the Aletha, because that thing is lethal. Sensor range, we talked about that already, and of course the consumables. Basically, this mech is basically designed as a long-range tactical weapon system that's also going to do really good benefits to your teammates on the battlefield. And by the way, you want to do the ATM-12s first and then the ATM-9 second, so that way they're up higher. If you want to switch them out so that these pods are a little bit smaller, put the ATM-9s in the reverse spot. But ultimately, you're going to do a lot of damage on the battlefield at great range. You're going to help your teammates be able to target people at greater range, and also a little bit better situational awareness having the seismic sensor on there, and also the sensor range boosts as well, and targeting gain time data. Anyway, I hope you like this build. I hope you like the match coming up, and I hope to see you on the battlefield.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
And wipe the surface clean of any enemies.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
I was just wondering if we can get to Theta.
Yep, bit of gamma.
There you go. There's one right there. Raven.
Target acquired.
We have data.
Alpha's gonna run away now. Go ahead, Raven, run, be free.
Target spotted. Resort point Epsilon is ours.
That guy's fucked up. We should go and check on him.
You're right, Core. You're right.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
Thank you.
Target acquired. Artillery strike activated.
Disrupt an arty strike where Fox is.
New target acquired. Heat level. New target acquired.
Fox 6 is very ripe.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
So much for that guy.
Target acquired.
The enemy has
Come on, Indigo, stick your head out.
They are a quarter of the way there.
Target destroyed.
Look ahead. A good start. Keep holding the resource points, warriors.
We still need to go check on Alpha on the top of the hill. Pink smoke, Ginger. Keep to your left.
Target acquired.
We have taken
He's probably toast.
At 46%.
Target destroyed.
Nice
Good
kill.
job.
This is a graveyard up here.
Target acquired.
I haven't got time for that guy. I'm down to 325 missiles.
And 1,100 LRMs.
New target acquired.
careful. If that kit box gets close to you, he's got a mean bite.
Kappa is under control. We're
New
halfway
target
there.
acquired. New target acquired.
Kit box is basically dead.
Resource point Epsilon is out.
Target destroyed. Ammo at 25%. New target acquired. New target acquired. Target destroyed. Right torso critical damage.
Lima's one shot, chest.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Good work, warriors.
Wow.
Victory is ours.
Yeah.
I like this build, this setup.
What is it?
It's 2 ATM-12s, 2 ATM-9s, 2 ER mediums. 5 kills.
Nice. God, I thought I did well. Well, we both did well. Look at me and you. You dominated our team.
Yeah, we had 6 kills on our lance, the most of the entire team. And we're still alive.
I had 3 KMDDs, so you probably took 3 of my kills, maybe.
I had 3 KMDDs. And a solo. And we had a disconnect too.
Oh. It's weird how matches go. You just don't know.